By the way, I gotta tell you, last night, Kate and it's rare that I crack myself up, okay? But I was talking to Kate about how, like, when I first came to Vancouver, we went to the aquarium. This was like 2012, and they still had cetaceans, right? Like, they still had, I think they had an orca or a beluga or something. And then Kate said, yeah, the aquarium got in like a long fight with protesters because they were like, we need to keep our orca or our beluga because it's blind. Like, we're doing conservation work here, and like if we release the cetacean into the wild, it's just gonna die. Like, it's a beluga. Okay, if we release the beluga into the wild, it's not gonna be capable of surviving out there. It's been in captivity too long. And the protesters were like, we don't care. There should never be cetaceans like in captivity. They're too smart, which is, probably true. But this is kind of like maybe they should have been a little grandfathered in. Anyway, so then they got pressured into releasing the beluga into the wild. And then I said to Kate, it breaks my heart thinking of that poor blind motherfucker out there in the middle of the ocean getting a little bit hungry. And then he's like, okay. And he comes out and he does like 2 backflips in the middle of the ocean with no observers, and then he like waiting for like a bucket of chum to get thrown into his mouth. He's like, what's going on? He gets up on his tail and goes like, no, nobody's throwing the chum in my mouth, man. What's going on? I'm shooting water out of my blowhole onto the splash zone and nobody's giving me any rewards for it. It makes me want to fucking cry, dude. I'm just picturing this poor dude out here doing tricks in like the middle of the Pacific Ocean for nothing. Getting laughed at by all like the phytoplankton and stuff. What does this even mean? July 17th, National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. I'm going to click on that one. What does it mean? Occasionally, we all need a free pass. National Get Out of the Doghouse Day on the 3rd Monday of July offers the fast track we all need once in a while. Generally, when you're in the doghouse, you've fallen out of favor with someone, usually your spouse. However, you can also be in the doghouse with your friend or with a boss at work. This day uses these cliches to get you back in the big house where you belong. This is 100% invented by a man whose wife got mad at him. And then he was like, you can't be mad anymore. It's National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. This AI-generated shit. Here's some tips to get out of the doghouse. Put down the technology. Meet at a favorite coffee house. When my wife is mad at me, hello, honey, can we meet at a favorite coffee house? National Go to Your Favorite Coffee House Day is coming up. Send flowers, chocolates, or an appropriate gift. How to observe National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. Whoever's in the doghouse, let them out. The day pardons their transgression. However, if you're in the doghouse, any or all of the above suggested tips would be acceptable. Share your best methods for your ability to get out of the doghouse day on social media. Help a person out. Heidi Richards Mooney of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, founded National Get Out of the Doghouse Day in 1999. That's crazy. I'm going to keep that one on the calendar. It's coming up soon, too, so I get in the doghouse for like a couple minutes and then just pop right out. Me, when I piss my wife off on purpose at 11:59, right before National Get Out of the Doghouse Day starts. Yeah! The meme image of the guy breaking his chains on the cliff with the sunset. Me pissing on my wife. She turns out that she doesn't recognize National Get Out of the Doghouse Day, so now my ass got divorced. No! Oh my God, he psyched me out. Okay, he's just eating it. Eat this. What? You're never getting into Valhalla? I don't believe in all that Valhalla stuff. I know it'll probably like offend you, but like when I returned that lady's phone to her, her sons were being very nice to me. I very much appreciate it. Then one of them said, God bless you. And I said, get owned, bozo. I don't believe in that shit. Oh, God bless me? Oh, could you be more specific and tell me which God blessed me? Because I'm not sure if you know this, but what you might think is your God is a little different than what might be my God. And also, have you ever read in Deuteronomy 68-1 when he says, thou shalt not lose your phone, thou shalt always do the 3 taps so you always know that you have your keys, your phone, and your wallet on you at all times, and then you could prevent this situation. Oh, God bless me. Well, if there was a God that prevented bad things from happening to good people, why didn't he prevent you from getting your phone stolen in the first place? Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Rivals of Aether. It's an RPG. I've seen this dude before. Wait, I know you! How'd they get Pikachu into a non-Nintendo game? Is this Monster Hunter Stories? Are you a Palico? Oh, I thought that was it. It came out this year. It's the One Piece game! One Piece! Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. I think it might have... I'm just going to see which one strikes me. I feel like it might have been One Piece Odyssey. Oh! I was holding the divining rod. I'm like, I know I got emails in my inbox about this. The mountains are to the north. Eco Hotel. Albatrosses. I mean, I feel like this is Africa. So that's probably Mount Kilimanjaro. And Mount Kilimanjaro, of course, is in Tanzania. Hang on. I need help. Okay. The flag says Bolivia. I wasn't alive in like the 1950s. Were people really stripping to like she'll be coming around the mountain? Stuff like that? That's hilarious. Flipping quarters on the stage because quarters are worth like $5 in inflation adjusted. She'll be riding 6 white horses. Just picture my grandpa, but like de-aged like 50 years, but he still looks old, sitting in the strip club. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Oh, fuck. Fuck yeah. Yeah, she will. Flick! It's a Nichols landing on the stage. Fuck it. Yep! You know what's interesting to think about?
Oh, really doesn't look good with that ball.
You got a cock.
Yeah.
But you got half of your cock genes from your dad and half of your cock genes from your mom.
Oh,
is that
why,
true?
dude?
It's not like your penis is entirely coated by the Y chromosome.
Alison, thank you very much.
So
I don't want to think about.
you got some of your mom's genes in. So it's
My
like
mom wore corduroys. Thank you.
all I'm
dodging
saying
the clip
is
on
that
this
I'm
one.
saying that. Do you think your penis looks half like your dad's penis and half like your mom's clitoris if it was the size of a penis? Nobody's coming with me on this journey.
I could still be playing Minecraft right now.
I think we actually have to kill you.
What are you talking about? This is the kind of stuff that we got to think about in this life.
No, it's not. No, it's not. There's fucking aliens.
Oh,
Did you
you
see the
guys
thing about
are
the aliens? We
cowards.
could
You
be thinking about
guys-
that, man.
I
You
gotta think
guys
of how
are
I'm gonna prepare
cowards,
for
man.
Octomom coming into my diner, right?
Frick the Police is not on my Summer Jam playlist, but I did have an NWA poster in my room in my 3rd and 4th year of university. Because I was bumping Straight Outta Compton pretty much like every day. And skipping like 7 of the tracks, but not the good ones. That's so funny. Why is it funny that I like good music? Why would you be surprised that I listen to NWA? Because you're bald and pale? Hairist and racist? I'm going to call a drone strike. Sorry, I was doing my Obama impression still.
Can I run a little bit by you?
Yeah.
All right. So
guy develops a time machine.
Okay.
And there's like a montage of him like with beakers and like experiments and stuff. And he finally gets the time machine. And he goes back in time and shoves his mother out of the way and like sucks his dad off. And he just slowly fades away. I think about this a lot.
Dude, that's
It's
a really good bit.
It'd be a good skit.
That would be so good, dude.
We should do that on Twitch.
So I need a budget, man.
Okay, I'll be the dad, Justin. I'll be the dad.
They gotta add another button that's like, please don't show me any more tweets from 8th graders about Spider-Man. Does anybody else think it's crazy that Miles Morales isn't getting the respect he deserves relative to the Tom? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? I'm just here to see what's going on with Victor Wembanyama and Britney Spears. Now, quiet up and sit down. Wait, scratch that. Reverse it. Did you see the trailer for Wonka, dude? It got me so good. I have less than nothing against Timothée Chalamet. I actually think that Timothée Chalamet is a good actor who has chosen great roles. His ass should not be in Wonka. There shouldn't be a Wonka movie, man. Maybe it'll be amazing. I don't know. Even if it's good, it sucks as far as I'm concerned. Because it's just, I don't want to see Willy Wonka fucking be dejected or something. Like, you know what the most cringeworthy moment in the Wonka trailer was for me? Was when he said, "This one's for you, Mom." So the fucking story is like, Willy Wonka's dad walked out at him and he's a little crazy, so his mom became like his best friend, like some Jojo Rabbit shit. No, he's crazy. That's Willy Wonka. He's just insane. He shows up on Earth fully formed in his purple suit like a Cormac McCarthy character. The chocolate factory was never built. It's merely existed since time immemorial. He exists only within the confines of the book and the movie, and that's it. He was never born, he never dies. There is no Willy Wonka, and there has always been a Willy Wonka. I don't need to see Willy Wonka fucking... He gets some bully kicks sand in his face and says, "Why don't you go make chocolate, you nerd?" And then that becomes like his whole life story. Like, it's not necessary. It doesn't make any fucking sense. We don't need it. Do we really need the Oompa Loompa lore? I know! And then I was like, I bet they're not going to deal with the Oompa Loompa question. Then, no, never mind. Hugh Grant is an Oompa Loompa, it turns out. And he says something cute at the end of the trailer, like, you can't stop me once I started dancing. It's kind of our thing. I don't care if it gets a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 71 on Metacritic. I'm never going to watch it. Unless my mom wants to watch it with me. And then I'll grin and bear it. I'm losing. How can both of these things be true simultaneously? Chad is maintaining that McDonald's is not good. The hamburgers suck. But also, you didn't get the hamburger? What are you doing? What are you doing? Those two things cannot be true simultaneously. The chicken nuggets are just ground up bones. Brother, wait till you find out what soup's made of. Oh, you eat bread? Really? The most processed food on the planet? Did you starts out as a little seed and then it shows up as a big fluffy sandwich? Yeah, okay. Here, the recipe for making bread. Put a seed in the ground, water it, wait 6 weeks, a freaking sprout comes out, grab the sprout, take it to a factory, grind it up into dust, reformulate it, add water, like it's instant noodles or something like that, turn it into a dough, mold the dough, it's into some shape that doesn't exist naturally occurring on Earth, bake it in the oven and slice it up. You're going to tell me a chicken nugget is just the bread of the chicken world, man. You have to add yeast? There's yeast naturally occurring into the air, you hoser. I think. You think you'll like Oppenheimer as much as Tenet? I was thinking about, what would be a good tweet? Is like a tweet, and the punchline is, what if Joss Whedon wrote Oppenheimer? So it would start like Richard Feynman. You guys get in here. You're going to want to see this. Then, like, Ernest Fermi rushes into the room out of breath. What is it, Richard? Did you get another stripper pregnant? Sorry. No, even worse. I think I just invented the nuclear bomb. That would be this. He cried? Chibli, why are you... Yeah, I cried. What's your problem? I dropped my daughter off at daycare and she was going like... She was weeping, openly weeping because she was going to miss me so much. But then she was maintaining a strong facade. She was saying, Daddy, have a good day. Daddy, I love you. Daddy, I'm going to miss you so much. Yeah, if that doesn't bring a tear to your eye, then you might be a little bit dead inside, brother. You love crying? Never mind. Yeah, I bet you do. Fucking puss. Old ass. It's going to roll like a son of a gun, isn't it?
Opting for the 3-wood.
Great shape on the shot, though. I mean, is this a par 5? This is beautiful. Oh my God, it's gorgeous! Tiger Woods! Holy!
Right, inside the range. Might it'd be nice to make this one.
That's what golf's all about.
Another dreaded shove. Always hurts on the greens. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd.
That's what golf's all about, baby. It's been a long, long time since I've purchased like a case of Coca-Cola. But every once in a while, you'll find yourself in possession of one Coca-Cola. How does that happen? Let me explain to you. 3 weeks ago, we got sushi. We didn't order any drinks. When I picked up the sushi, the lady gave me the sushi and she gave me a Coke as well. And she said, this is on the house. Sometimes Asian restaurants will be giving you like a free Coca-Cola when you order from them. It happens on DoorDash too from time to time. So I said, check it out. They gave us a Coca-Cola. We didn't crack it right there because we're not like noted Coca-Cola drinkers. So we put it in the fridge, let it simmer there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Wife cracked it open yesterday. She needed a little bit of refreshment. I took a little sip of it when she wasn't looking. Ooh, dude, one Coke goes kind of crazy. So like on an airplane, that's a great example. When you've been waiting for the drink cart to come back for 17 minutes because the 55-year-old man in front of you ordered like 7 cocktails in Coach. He's going to mix it himself on his little fucking tray while he watches like the worst action movie that's ever been made. Then they finally get to you. And you're like, can I have a Diet Coke, please? And sometimes they go, do you want just the whole can? And you're like, oh, yes, please. Finally being rewarded for my good behavior. Not tapping the dude on the shoulder and saying, hey, dude, can you stop watching fucking Red Notice? Because it offends me. You know what I hate? And it's like, you can never say like F you for saying it. But you're like, oh, I have this like medical thing. And people are like, go to a doctor. And I'm like, listen. I wish we lived in a perfect world too. But like, you're basically saying like sack 18 hours to go wait in the emergency room because your ass is going to the back of the line. Like it'll have you rooting against your fellow man. Because people will come in with their like arms chopped off and you'll be like, oh great, I'm gonna be here for like another 45 minutes while they sew that dude's arms back on. You'd be like, come on, I know that dude is like in cardiac distress, but I've been here for like a really, really long time. Like I've been here for like 10 hours with my swollen knee.
It's only getting bigger.
Yeah. Oh, my head got crushed by a steamroller. Oh, it's right this way, sir, right this way. So it's really like, I'm not saying it's not a doctor situation. I'm just saying like you gotta really want it. I just don't know what Usher's doing out here, man. Usher, I'm giving you a wag of the finger today, Usher. When did we get so much sex mixed in with the music here? It used to just be, I want to hold your hand, I want to hold your hand, I want to hold your hand. And now it's all of a say, flip me over, fuck me in the butt, oh, stretch me out like a fucking balloon. Blow me up like a fucking rocket in the sky. This shit makes me sick, man. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Can't even finish the damn line. Makes me want to throw up. I'm forced to listen to this stuff at the strip club all the time. I wouldn't do that. That's a summer home on the garbage hole. That's another summer home on the garbage. There you go. You've gotten yourself out of the garbage hole. Great work, 47. He's done it again. He's gotten himself out of the garbage hole. He's gotten himself out of the garbage hole once more. Okay, now that, from the first garbage that we were sent at the start of the game, we've now recovered. We can start playing our game. Do it. Do it. Holy fuck, boys. I'm going to hell. Ah! You guys can stay on here and fucking die if you want, but that motherfucker at the back is not real.
But I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
I will say, like, I say this jokingly sometimes, but like, I did genuinely lose a little faith in humanity reading the replies where people said, like, you could not get my ass to stay on that airplane. She looked so terrified. I'm not sure, like, I 100% believe what she was saying, but she's got such conviction, I have to get off. Like, people were like, I can't believe nobody walked off the airplane with her. Everyone looked back, though. Well, honestly, if I was on an airplane and someone said that motherfucker at the back isn't real, I'm looking at least. Like, but like, my first reaction if someone had like an episode like that on an airplane, I would be like, holy cow, she's on drugs. Just because she looks like she's convinced, I'm sure that she believes what she's saying right now. But I believe that she brought the walk to Poland. I think probably like nervous to fly, took like a prescription antidepressant like before she left for the airport, got to the airport, forgot she took the antidepressant, had 3 glasses of wine, and then sat in seat 39J and was like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Are you guys seeing this shit? There's an unreal motherfucker back here. Room temperature or refrigerated. We don't have room in our fridge for the orange. I guess we could like run like a triage. I could like take one out, put another one in. But these are room temperature oranges. I believe that they would taste even better coming out of the fridge. But I'm telling you, even room temperature, it tastes cold in a good way. You know how like a like a cookie, like a chocolate chip cookie tastes cold? You know what I'm saying? Come on, you know what I'm saying, guys, right? You know, like how sweetness and coldness are kind of linked, similar in your tongue. Like sugar's cold, and you know what? Yeah. See, some people are with me. These oranges are room temperature, but they taste cold. That's how sweet they are. If they were hot, they would probably taste room temperature, because that's how cold they taste. Do you have carbon monoxide detectors in your new place? Listen, hang on. Google, why do sweet things taste cold? Hang on. I gotta scroll a little bit. That's not a good sign. All right. Looks like those people aren't ready for that one yet. That's okay. Let me think about Sap for a second here. I gotta call my doctor. Okay, it's right here, dude. I guarantee we're in Klusta. What did I tell you? By the way, now did I have to use some power-ups? Yes. Is this BC? Well, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, it's BC. I know if you live in Ketchikan, you're probably like, oh, but it's closer to, fuck you, Ketchikan, Alaska. Bought the damn caramel corn in every single city that the Disney cruise stopped in. Your ass had the worst popcorn, just for the record. Yeah, that's right. Your caramel corn got beaten by Skagway. Fucking, give me a second here. It's fucking, 1 second. Alaska's kind of complicated. It's somewhere It doesn't matter, okay? The point is your ass got beaten by Skagway, so you should be a little embarrassed. That's all I'm trying to say. The world can't handle 8 billion people showering daily and people washing their clothes after they wear them once. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna keep it up. It's been working for me. I'm gonna keep washing my underwear after I wear it once. I'm actually trying to help because I am on your side. Used to just eat food, watch movies, etc., etc. Now if you're like, oh, Kevin Spacey's a good actor, all of a sudden you find yourself in the gulag. Okay, here's the thing. If we've made it to the point where showering is unethical, then call me fucking Dr. Doom, because I'm gonna keep getting clean in the shower. Actually, if anything, you should probably shower less, because my showers are really quick, because I'm busy and I'm bald. So I shower for like 4 minutes. Your ass showers once every 3 days. You're probably in there for 40 minutes, you know, sitting down with hugging your knees. All of a sudden it's like, oh, NL showers every day? Whoa, you can't shower every day. You're wasting water. Meanwhile, your ass is just like looking yourself in the mirror with the tap running, wondering, do people know I'm high? Do people know I'm high? Yeah, I know you're high. You've been in there for 12 minutes. You know what? I had a dad thought the other day that got me really good. Here was my dad thought, I drive safely. Like, I don't drive recklessly. But it dawned on me, like when I have takeout in the car, I drive really, really, really safe, right? When I am just driving normally with my child in the car, I just send it. And I started to reevaluate like my thought patterns. You know, if you got like soup in the car, like you got ramen or udon or something like that, I place it down like in front of the front passenger seat and I try to make like really smooth turns and stuff like that. If there's no soup in the car but my kid's in the car seat, I'm like, what are you doing? Get out of here. Whoa, you're blocking the bike lane. Get out of it. That being said, my kid's strapped into the car seat, so it's not quite the same thing, but still.
You don't want to spill that soup, man.
I don't want to spill the soup. But I will say, I think I would be 5 pounds lighter if my wife ate faster. Because here's what happens. We'll eat at the restaurant, and I'll eat 65% of my food. And then my stomach will send a signal to my brain that's like, I'm full, but she's only 25% of the way through the meal. So I'm just sitting there, and I can't pull out my phone because it's disrespectful. We're having a conversation, but at the same time, like, she's eating, so I can't be asking her questions nonstop like a Dane Giesling stream or something like that, right? So I'm waiting there for like 12 minutes with a plate of delicious food in front of me, and I'm supposed to never I'm supposed to fight temptation 20 times a minute. I'm supposed to, because my brain's like, you could have another bite, 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 and I gotta say no 100% of the time. Because what happens is if you say yes once, you take one bite, and then it's like the family-sized potato chip thing, where it's like, oh, I ate half the bag, I'll put it back in the pantry. Then the next time you go up to the pantry, you're like, I'll just take a handful. Then you do that like 4 times, and then you're like, oh, there's only a third of the bag left. I might as well just eat the whole thing. I'm not putting a third of the bag left in the pantry. So I do feel like it's not a big deal. I do feel like I eat more than I would otherwise eat at a restaurant because of the fact that I eat faster than my wife, which is fine. Now, I have, at the end of the day, I have control over that. That's my cross to bear. I could eat less at the restaurant. I could ask them for a takeout container immediately. There's any number of solutions to this problem. I'm just saying life is about, there's choices you make in life, and some of those choices are influenced. Like, you might think that you would simply not eat the food. But you don't know that until you're in my position. You don't know what the food is. You don't know what you ate for lunch that day and now you're out for dinner. You don't know, oh, you just received an anxiety-inducing text right before dinner and all of a sudden you're like, I deserve this. You don't know you don't know how you did on the Peloton this morning. You know, your choices are a composite. It's not like a binary yes-no thing in your head. It's a composite of what's going on in your life, okay? It's very easy to be like, just don't eat the food, because you don't have the food in front of you. Once you got the food in front of you, it's a lot harder to fight the temptation of like, I could just take one more bite. Then you one more bite yourself into like, oh, it's not even worth taking the leftovers home. NL has solved psychology. What would you say to an unemployed person? You're looking at it.